Hi there, and welcome back to the Huddle. Today we're here with Jackpot.com co-founder and CEO Akshay Khanna. How are you today, Akshay?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me, Kirk. Appreciate
Of
it.
course. And having launched in Colorado and Arizona to begin 2025, how does Jackpot continue to expand its operations strategically across the U.S.?
So a lot of people ask us about our state launches because we announced those publicly and they represent a lot of excitement for people that live in those states because finally they get access to being able to buy lottery tickets on their phones. Uh, One of the things we've also been focused on this year is expanding our product launches. And so until the end of last year, you could only buy draw-based lottery tickets on our app. That's Powerball, Mega Millions, Pick games, Cash for Life type games. We introduced scratchers towards the end of last year. Both Arizona and Colorado, you can buy scratchers on our platform. And that's really represented a huge expansion of our product because not only can people buy those draw-based games that traditional lottery fans think of, but now you can buy scratchers on our platform, which gives a whole new customer base an opportunity to buy what they used to love to buy, let's say, at convenience stores. And so you'll see more state expansion news from our end. I would say watch this space, but you will also see more product expansion of the likes of scratchers as we expand into new products continuously.
That's incredibly exciting to hear. And as we sit here at the G2E show in Las Vegas, I was kind of wondering what intersection can lottery have with some of the gaming types that we see out on the expo hall, whether it be slots, iGaming, stuff such as that.
So I would say, again, watch this space. We're going to be introducing new products that are more adjacent to lottery. So things like bingo, like Keno, potentially other gaming, social gaming products that will attract the core demographic of lottery players because at our fundamental core, that is what our DNA is, right? We're a gaming company, but we started in lottery, and lottery is core to our DNA. But we know that our customers and our fans, they want to be able to play other types of games, and we will give them the opportunity to do so in due course.
Of course. And how was the collaboration with Televisa Univision first formed, and how has that helped to maybe not only grow your consumer base, but also retain it as well in Mexico or LATAM-based consumers?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of Hispanic consumers in the United States, and the way that they consume media tends to be through Univision. It's obviously the largest Spanish language media company in the country. And so having a platform that is fully in Spanish like ours is for users who want to access it that way, but B, being able to communicate with that core demographic in the language in which they consume media is critical to attracting that customer base. We have a similar partnership with the Associated Press, which is arguably the largest and one of the oldest news publications in the world. And partnerships like these really help us spread the gospel of being able to buy lottery tickets on your phones. And so that is both incredibly helpful from an acquisition perspective, but as you mentioned, from a retention perspective as well, because when people consume media in a certain way, they tend to then follow that media towards consumer choices like buying lottery tickets on their phones.
Of course, and as I mentioned, we're here at the G2E show, so I was kind of hoping you could go into what you're hoping to take away from the conference, and then also any memories that you may have as it celebrates its 25th anniversary.
Crazy to think it's been 25 years. This is my third G2E, so I'm a relative newbie to the space. I know there are people who are here for their 25th G2E anniversary, so relative to that, I'm an absolute rookie. But I think what fascinates me about G2E is it always seems like every year there is a topic du jour. My first G2E, it was daily fantasy. And companies like Prize Picks and Underdog were the things that everyone was talking about. Last year was sweepstakes. This year it's prediction markets, and it's Kalshi and Polymarket, and Polymarket announced today this deal with the New York Stock Exchange, conveniently timed for G2E, I'm sure. It's just fascinating to see what the industry both fixates on, but then quickly moves on towards the next new innovation. And so I don't know what that thing will be next year, but it's fantastic to be here, to be in the ecosystem, to be around the leaders in this space, to share ideas, and to understand the direction that this industry is rowing in, and to be a very small part of that rowing process is a privilege, and I love coming to this conference year after year.
Well, you talk about a small part. I understand you have a panel coming up shortly about organic growth with startup companies. What are you looking forward to most with that conversation?
They'll let anyone speak on panels these days. I'm very fortunate to be sitting next to Anna, who is the co-founder of GeoComply, one of the largest companies in this space, and an early evangelist for what the opportunities could be pre-PASPA, frankly. And so, she's built a multi-billion-dollar business. So relatively speaking, once again, a relative rookie. But I just think it'll be a fun place to discuss the trials and tribulations, the rewards and joys of starting a business in this space, watching it grow, dealing with the adversity and the challenges that come, particularly with regulated industries that people in non-regulated industries don't have to deal with when they're launching their businesses. It should be a really fun panel, and I'm grateful to be a part of it.
Of course, and good luck with that. And just to conclude, as we wrap up 2025, and you already mentioned keeping an eye on this space, but what can consumers expect from Jackpot, and even as we head into 2026 as
What
well?
I always tell people is our core states, the 7 states that we're currently in, consumers will continue to see the same level of customer service, the same level of focus on product, the same desire to give our customers exactly what they want the way they want it. We're going to be looking at new states and expansion across the country. We're going to be looking at new products and expansion into our existing customer base as well. When you combine all of that, I think we have a really exciting 2026 ahead of us.
That's incredible to hear, Akshay, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure was all mine. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.